I love to have orchids in my home. They're just available everywhere. This is Lori Reinberger, and she is a hobbyist, a passionate grower of orchids. Over 10,000?
In my collection, yes.
Oh my gosh. Well, you know, I love to bring them home and have them as accents in my home, but sometimes they're just in these little kind of ugly pots, and I just want to dress it up a little bit, and you have some great tips for us.
Well, first of all, don't repot it when you first buy it. It's in bloom. They don't really like to be upset with their roots and everything while they're in bloom. So what you could do is just slip it right into a nice pot, and that way then it's sitting and it's undisturbed. Then I would take this stake out and perhaps use a smaller stake so that I can show off the plant and have it really, really, really nice that way.
Well, look how fast that is.
Yeah, it's very simple, and you might just get a little clippy or something like that to put on there, and that way then that will hold it and be stable.
Well, look how
and
pretty.
Then sit very nicely on your coffee table there.
It's ready to go.
It's ready to go.
Well, you know, you did say don't repot it now, but sometimes we do have some in our own home that maybe they're ready to be repotted.
Right.
So what would we do for that?
Well, basically, a lot of times you get a really nice plant, a nice phale, you bring it home and it blooms for you for 2-3 months and it looks beautiful, and then all of a sudden it looks like this. And what do you do with it then? Everybody says, what can I do to make it so that it'll rebloom for me again? Well, these particular phales love to be repotted. Absolutely love it. It helps all the nutritional values and everything that are in there. The soil breaks down, as you can see.
Whoa, look at that.
This is very dry. It absolutely needs to be totally cleaned out. So you break apart all of this old...
I'm not going to hurt it?
No, no, no. As a matter of fact, it's going to be happy because it's going to be taking away all of this bad stuff, and you're going to be cutting away a lot of this dead old roots and everything that are in there.
Okay.
And the plant is so happy that it's going to have this happen that it'll just thrive after this.
Well, I know this Phalaenopsis, also called moth orchid, butterfly orchid. I've had them in my house. I swear they bloom for 6 months.
They do.
And they're just so nice. I think this is a great beginner orchid because look what she's doing to it. I mean, I don't think you could hurt this.
You can't. And they like what we like. They like 70 degrees, and they're just exactly what we like. They grow on a windowsill. This is a very, very, very good starter orchid. A lot of beginners like to start with this orchid because, again, they're pretty well bulletproof. So now that we've got most of the debris away from it, you kind of look to see, and be sure to sterilize your scissors.
Okay.
Either put some alcohol on them or heat them up with a little bit of temperature and sterilize them, because you can contract diseases from plant to plant.
So anything that's looking not good, just cut it right off.
Just cut it away, and things that are nice and firm and green,
leave those.
Those are great. Those are great, yep. And you really can't hurt this. It just really likes a haircut.
All
so
right.
then you've got a really, really, really good clean plant. It's happy. Now I've taken some pre-mixed this. Basically it's a bark mixture. It's like a fir. And then I've added some perlite to it. I'll let you hold that.
Okay.
This is like some sponge rock.
Okay.
So we're just going to add a little sponge rock to this, which basically helps retain the moisture.
Okay.
So when you do water once a week or so, that tends to really soak up the nutrition so that it'll last.
And you know, you can go to any independent garden center and get these supplies of bark mulch and the vermiculite and fill it up. And so we're just going to be covering the roots. And now, Lori, would you be fertilizing at this point?
I would start my fertilizing, my regimen, with a once-a-week water fertilizer. Absolutely. This plant is very stressed, and so again, I'm going to start giving it nutrients. In addition, about 50% of the time you can actually cut above the first nodule, and that about 50% of the time will send out another spike, and you'll get another 3 to 6 months bloom. However, in this case, this plant is looking very stressed, and to send all the nutrients to the plant, we're going to just give it a good start. Give it a good little shakedown. Doesn't that look better already?
It's ready to go.
It's ready to go.
I see you have one here that's also over potted. It's root bound. So the same kind of idea there too.
Same idea. Again, just pull it apart, break it apart. Very, very, very simple. Stick it in a pot and it's ready to go. It's really not difficult.
Not at all. If you have any other questions, you can go to gardentime.tv. We'll click you over to the Orchid Society. They have lots of events going on. You know, orchids are beautiful in our home. Thank you so much for taking the fear out of it.
Thank you for having me.